her absence, the National Executive Board of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority in their absence, other Zetas and Sigma national, regional, state, and local officers, to the 2 Mississippi Zetas who have blazed the leadership path for me as regional directors, Soror Ruth Mosley, the 9th South Central Regional Director, and Soror Rosie Pritchett, the 14th Regional Director from Mississippi. To the 14th Mississippi State Director, Soror Barney A. Robinson McGee. To all past Mississippi State Directors in attendance, to the Doves of Zeta from the state of Mississippi, all state officers, chapter bacilli, chapter officers, and last but not least, chapter members. To our friends, Zeta Amici, any Zeta Male Network members in attendance, any other members of the Divine Nine, to my sisters who traveled in one direction to the east, to my daughter Isis sisters, any Masonic brothers, Toastmasters, friends, and all in attendance. Good evening. Good evening. First, let me thank the Planning Committee for providing me this opportunity to spend a few minutes of your very full schedule. And I would ask if you would think with me, focusing on the theme, a return to our foundation. I must admit, as a 32-year nurse faculty, I am really challenged to not provide you with a 4 or 6-hour lecture, because that's what I usually do. So you are very fortunate that over these past 3 years, Toastmasters has taught me the skillful art of the 5 to 7 minute speech. So I need you to just exhale for a minute. The clock is ticking, and I have set it for 10 to 15 minutes. Now, many of you may not be aware that our Zeta signature program, ZPHIB, was my brainchild. I am guilty of leading a team of 8 Zetas from diverse backgrounds to brainstorm and develop what is known today as ZPHIB, Zetas helping other people excel through mind, body, and spirit. When Grand Moore convened us together, we didn't know each other. I only knew one person on that table, and that was Soror Darnetta Gillespie Brown. Everybody else was new to me. But Soror Moore knew each of us and knew we had something that we could contribute. We were all different, but we came together as sisters. She put us in the room in headquarters, issued a charge, and locked us up for a weekend and said, produce a program for me. We collectively crafted over 300 programs that could be implemented in communities across the nation, as you well know, that would improve the livelihood and quality of life of persons in our community. Now, I'll tell you a little secret. They're down there meeting at the Gulf, but if they were here, they'd have to tell you it's true. Our brothers like ZPHIB so well that they had to seek out through their membership a Sigma who was the closest clone to me they had. His name is Dr. Joseph West. And he then took the template of ZPHIB and crafted and created for them what you hear them talk about, Sigma Wellness.
I know that. That's historical.
There is a ZPHIB program called If You Know Who You Are, Then You
Sigma
Can
program.
Know Where You Are Going. Knowing who we are, appreciating our foundation and the founding principles, our goals, missions, stay focused on ensuring that our organization remains a leader in our communities. Now, as I have made a conscious effort to focus on this theme, a return to our foundation, I cannot help but to think about the founders of Phi Beta Sigma, the three honorable brothers, A. Langston Taylor, Leonard F. Morris, and Charles I. Brown, who on January 9th, 1914, launched a mighty machinery called Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Then, something was missing.
All right.
There came about, on the campus of Howard University, the infamous Lovers Stroke that led to the creation of the first and only constitutionally bound brother and sister link. It was there that our five pearls, Arizona Cleaver Stillers, Myrtle Tyler Faithful, Viola Tyler Goins, Fanny Petty Watts, and Pearl Neal, stepped out with Zeta Phi Beta sorority on January 16, 1920. Can't you just imagine how shocked Arizona was when Charles Robert Taylor popped the question? Now, the question was not a marriage proposal, as we know it to be, but it was, I guess we could say it was close, it was kin to it, huh? Because the proposal was to create a sister group to their fraternity. How do you think you would have responded? You thinking he's gonna pop something else, and that's what he asked you. I don't know how I would have answered either. Now, our organization's founding principles are even related. For the Sigmas, brotherhood, scholarship, and service. For the Zetas, scholarship, service, sisterly love, and final womanhood. My question to you tonight, are you doing your part to actualize these founding principles? Now, over the past 20 plus years, as a nurse scholar, I have focused on developing the concept of becoming. Now, becoming is to foster your self-efficacy, or all that you can be. I focused on actualizing that with the individual, groups, and communities, and even organizations. Now, self-efficacy might not be that term that you speak every day in language with your sister friend. That's not the term. But you reference it and inference it every day. So let me give you the 30-second overview of self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is often subsumed or interchanged in the use of the term self-esteem. You often talk about self-esteem, but you really mean self-efficacy. Because self-efficacy is more internal. You know, self-esteem is believing that you're all that. But self-esteem is believing that you're all that, while self-efficacy is the belief that you can do what you set out to do. And because you believe you're capable of doing it, you will do what it takes to get it done. Now that's it in 30 seconds. Most of us have even jammed or rocked to a song about self-efficacy and never knew we were doing that. R. Kelly and Yolanda Adams sings about it. What's the name of the song? Thank you. I believe I can fly. R. Kelly had another one out. I am the greatest. Yolanda's song, Hold On. Or the Tri-Cities song, Encourage Yourself. Because you must remember there is hope. Or maybe you will agree with me when I propose that you you have watched that old classic, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy demonstrated that she believed she had self-efficacy. She believed she would get home by following that yellow brick road and doing all those stupid things they told her to do. But she never questioned whether or not she could do it. She just went on her way. That's self-efficacy. Yes, even in our organizations, we experience the process of becoming. The process begins with a state of what I believe starts with the somebody state. And it progresses from somebody, you evolve into a nobody state, and you emerge as a somebody. Now let me walk you through it right quick. We all might be able to agree that we all are somebody. We heard when we were growing up, God don't make no jump. Right? You are somebody. Jesse used to say, I am somebody. Come on with it. All right. Now, if we start from the premise that everyone is somebody, then we want to think about all of the challenges of life, excuse me, and you will think about that as you evolve and emerge, it's cyclical. But sometimes in life we get stuck at a point and we can't move. And so we cease to evolve to that someone and emerge differently. Now, the best we can do in any situation may be all we can do. So when we seek, let me give you an example about organizations. When we are somebody, people seek us out to become a member of an organization like that. Because everybody is somebody. And we keep working and we do what we want, and we think we are someone. And they look at us and say, you'll be good in our group. And then you come into the group. And once you become a part of the organization, you experience what I call the nobody phase. Because you are now a newbie, a neophyte, a novice. While you're in this nobody phase, you might get dogged out, you might be demeaned, you might become disillusioned, and you might even lose interest in the organization. You might be disappointed with what you perceive to be a wonderful organization and become hurt and wounded. Now, if the membership of this organization is not sensitive to the experiences of new membership, they won't even see what's happening to you. Because they're all about themselves. And the next thing you know, the new member is MIA. Someone in the organization must be tasked with staying in tune with the new member. If that were possible, then when this phase occurs of nobodiness, there will be somebody there to help you transition out of that, throw you that lifeline, and pull you on through to the someone phase. Because it is in the someone phase that is the personality of the real membership. And you emerge as a contributing member of our organization. You emerge fully energized with knowledge, skills, and willingness to share your talents to uplift the organization. Where are you in the becoming process? If you have a new job, if you're experiencing a new life experience, marriage, divorce, widowhood, any experience, there is a somebody, a nobody, and a someone phase. When we get stuck in that nobody, that dark phase, it's not a pretty place. And you need somebody to throw you the lifeline. I have had the privilege of meeting and knowing both of our international presidents and the Sigma international president. I call them my brother and my sister. I've been to their homes. And I would say that that the Grand would say, and they would endorse, if you volunteered in your chapter to become the becoming navigator for your chapter. Remembering the process is not just applicable to new members, because you have seasoned members that need some attention too. Now, if the truth be told, we all need attention at some time. As a member of an organization, we each have the privilege, the opportunity, and the obligation to become the best member we can be. So now, as you're processing all of this, what I'm talking about, this is what she's talking about. I want to help you. Stand for a minute. Everybody stand. To your own self-evaluation, I am requesting that you repeat this affirmation after me. I am becoming the best member I can be.
The best member I can be.
I am not what I can be.
I am not what I can be.
I am not what I ought to be.
I am not what I ought to be.
But thanks be to our God.
But thanks be to our God.
I am not what I used to be.
I am not what I used to be.
I am becoming the best member I can be.
The best member I can be.
I will start to enjoy the organizational family fellowship.
The organizational family fellowship.
I will stop to give thanks
I will stop to give thanks
for the opportunity to serve.
for the opportunity to serve.
I will prepare myself
I will prepare myself
to be a competent
and productive organization member
and a contributing community citizen. I will become the best organization member I can be. Give yourselves a round.
I might not get back down.
I'd like to read this with you. We thought years ago it was written by Ralph Waldo Emerson, but after many people have researched it, we find that it was really not written by Ralph Waldo Emerson, even though we had given him credit for it. And it's called Success. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden path, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has grief